Nice.
Okay, so why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself quickly, just so everyone knows.
Okay, so hey everyone, my name is Davon from the YouTube channel T3CHSMASH. I just do basically tech videos and that's it.
All right, so basically the show is just going to ask you how you actually got into doing videos in the first place. So what inspired you and all of that, and what troubles you may have faced
Okay.
when doing these videos, when you started off, basically. So the first thing I'm going to ask you is, how do you come up with T3CHSMASH? Like, what was the
Uh,
inspiration?
okay, so before actually starting YouTube, I was interested in a lot of domain name acquisitions and stuff. So I
Okay.
had like a lot of domains, and T3CHSMASH just happened to be one of those with tech in the name. When I
All right.
decided to start YouTube, I was like, okay, so I need a name, but instead of trying to come up with a name, why don't I just use a name that I already have a URL for, so that when I start my website, it will be I already have that name bought and everything. I wouldn't have to spend any extra money. So that's how T3CHSMASH was born.
That's smart. And was the three in the T3CHSMASH also there
Yeah,
from
yeah,
before?
yep.
All right. All right, that's pretty cool. Okay, so when you started off on YouTube, did you just
Mhm.
straight off do videos of reviews and all of that, or did you start off with something smaller?
I just started off kind of talking about stuff, like just discussing stuff that interested me. And
Okay.
then I moved on to like maybe some unboxings, and then kind of got into the video production side of things, where I started to enjoy editing more than just making the videos alone, you know?
All right, so you started off YouTube and then you learned how to produce videos, or did
Yep.
you have a background before?
Nope. Absolutely none.
You had no background.
Nope.
That just shows how much you've learned,
Yep.
because videos are really good, to be honest.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Okay, so when you started off, what camera gear did you have? Like
The only piece of gear I had that I used for everything, camera, voiceovers, everything, was an iPhone
okay,
5.
everything.
Everything.
So you just use your iPhone 5 to record and record your voice at this after
Yep.
you record it.
Yeah.
And how difficult was this? Like knowing that other people were making videos at a much, you know,
Yeah.
higher level. Like, how do you cope with
Well,
that?
Well, for me, at the moment I never use like a DSLR or anything. So
Okay.
I used to use what is the name of the application? Filmic Pro. I used to use Filmic Pro for the iPhone, and it allowed you to like I used to AirPlay my iPhone onto my Mac, so I have like a bigger monitor to see myself and stuff. And I was thinking like, if I get a DSLR, I wouldn't be able to do that. I'll probably have to buy like an external monitor. So at the moment, I was thinking that it was a lot easier the way I was doing it, not knowing it was actually a lot harder. And only
Yeah.
after I upgraded to a proper camera and stuff, then I kind of realized that.
All right. So, okay. Now, when we start off on YouTube, we always get a very low audience. So it's like
Yeah,
maybe a couple of views, 10 views, 20 views. So
yeah.
how do you start to grow on YouTube? Like, was it a very gradual increase, or did you find yourself increasing like at a very rapid rate and then slowing down and then again? Like, how was
Okay.
your growth?
So from 0 to 50 subscribers, it was like about 3 days, between
Okay,
0 and 50.
now
From
that's
50
pretty fast.
from 50 to 300 took a few months, and
Okay,
then I was stuck on 300 subscribers for a few months again, like not moving up, not moving down.
okay,
And it's only after the 1+1 came out, someone hooked me up with some invites to share. And
okay.
after sharing those invites, then because of that specific video, people started finding the channel like who didn't know about it before. And then they actually it kind of raised people started knowing the name T3CHSMASH a bit more. And after that, since that, it has been like a gradual up until now. Like it
Mhm.
wasn't anything like extremely fast or extremely slow. It was just like gradual.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you say that the 1+1 video really took things off for you then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And it didn't even have it didn't even have that much views, but
Okay.
it just kind of gave my channel that little little nudge it needed to start gaining subscribers again after
So
being stuck.
what would you tell other YouTubers who are just starting to grow? Would you say be consistent in your video production? How would you promote your videos so that
Okay,
other
I would
people get to
say,
know?
okay, I would say, in terms of making videos, I would say
Mhm.
make videos to the highest possible quality you can and be consistent with it. Like for example, if I have a shot panning towards a phone, and in that specific pan there's like a little jerk, I
All
just delete
right.
that clip entirely. Like I don't even bother to use that because
Okay.
it gives kind of a sense of professionalism when people see that your videos are like as like they see the time you put into creating those videos.
Right.
It makes it seem as though you're not just doing it because you're just doing it because you're doing it. It shows that you actually love what you're doing and give them a reason to subscribe. Let them know you have a passion for what you're doing, you know? And in terms of sharing the videos, I would say Google Plus is a huge, huge, huge thing. Like if you're making a video about a Nexus 5, look for
Right.
some Google Plus communities geared towards Nexus devices, Nexus 5, because everyone there are interested in that. That's why they are part of that community. So you can probably just kind of make yourself known there before start. I mean, of course, post a little before start sharing. You starting to share your own videos and stuff, but it's really helpful. And I mean, everyone in the tech world is extremely supportive. So no one will actually hate on you for anything.
That's
Like that's
true.
the experience I had. Everyone is just extremely supportive.
Well, as a matter of fact, when I made a 1+2 predictions video or something like that,
Yeah,
I actually shared it on the forums, and I
yeah.
didn't know you could promote you weren't allowed to promote yourself
Oh,
on the forums. And
yeah.
I did that by mistake, and everyone
Oh.
started to hate on me for no apparent reason. So my experience hasn't been that, you could
Right,
say,
right. Yeah,
nice, you
yeah.
could say. All right. So, you know how people ask tech YouTubers very much, like, how do you get stuff to review? Like, that's the
Okay.
most asked question I get, even though I don't
Right,
get anything to review. How do you have
right.
all this tech stuff you can review? So, at what stage did you think you could ask companies to give you products to review?
Okay, so I wanted to ask companies for products to review from day one,
Mm-hmm.
but I waited till I created a few videos, and the first company actually asked for something to review was locally, and I just
Right.
got like a plain no. They're like no. Like the like the first 20 or so companies I contacted, it was
Mm-hmm.
a no. So if you're now starting out, be prepared to contact a lot of companies, and out of every 50 or so, expect to get one item to review.
Okay.
And the first item I actually got to review was, I think it was one of those Chotec, those little blocks that plugs into the wall, and they're like 6 smart USB
All right.
chargers,
Yeah, I know
right?
that.
And ever since that, I've kind of had a relationship with that. And that's another thing too. If you get something to review from a company,
Mm-hmm.
always keep a relationship with that
Okay.
contact, always keep a relationship with that company, because they will be bringing out new stuff in the future. And
That's true.
if you would like to get stuff to review, make sure and impress them with the video firstly,
Yeah.
and keep a constant relationship with that person, and not just for your personal gain, but just to show them, just to be a little grateful for what they did for you, send you something
That's
free,
right.
absolutely free, that they didn't have to, you know.
That's right. I
Yeah.
actually got a review unit from Parrot. You know the mini
Hmm.
drones that they make?
Yeah, yeah.
But at the time, I wasn't really that good at making videos at all. So I
Hmm.
just made a video and sent it to them, and they asked for it to be taken down. So yeah, maintaining a relationship is very, very important.
Yeah, yeah.
So you should always do that. All right. So now that you're a well-known YouTuber, I could say.
Well,
Um,
not really, but
okay, known YouTuber. Do you often get requests from companies to review their products?
yeah, I usually, it's not a lot. Maybe I think like maybe 5 to 10 a month, but the products aren't really that impressive or that game changing. It'll be like little stuff like power banks,
Okay.
chargers, like yeah.
All right. Another thing I get when I talk to newer YouTubers is that they always ask what partner I should partner with, like to get money. So my first
Mhm.
question on that is, did you join YouTube just because you liked it, or was there an incentive through the money aspect of it? Was there anything like that?
I actually started YouTube because I always had like the latest phone, the latest smartphone. I was like, why not just make videos? And I tried it before and it didn't really work out. And then one day my girlfriend was like, just do it. And that's how I started. Actually, my videos weren't even monetized for like the first 6 or 7 months of YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, did you then realize that you could monetize videos? So, was that why you started uploading, or was it more because you just enjoyed it?
No, it's I really, really, really enjoy YouTube. Like I can be making a lot of money per video and just leave everything and to be making money, and I'd still have that urge to make videos. Like it's just a passion and I really, really enjoy it.
Okay. And a similar question. Are you part of a network right now? Are you partnered with someone?
Currently, no. No.
And what are your thoughts on network partnerships and things like that?
I was actually looking into network partnerships, and from what I can see, they don't really do much for small channels.
All right.
And personally, I don't think they can do much for a tech channel.
Okay.
And I just never saw it fit to join a network because I actually have no reason why. I just didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know a few channels who've joined networks and they've had bad experiences with them.
Oh.
So I'm not planning to join a network, and that's why I asked the questions.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so just a few random questions now. What phone did you have that was your best phone so far? Like, what's your favorite phone?
Hands down, the Nexus 5.
The Nexus
no questions
5.
asked. Yeah,
an Android
Nexus
phone.
5. Yeah.
And how would you compare Android and iOS?
I always used to have the latest iOS device alongside my latest Android device. And I mean, I really like iOS a lot. The last one I had was the iPhone 5S personally, and I kind of sold that to buy my camera and stuff for YouTube.
Okay.
But I mean, I like iOS a lot, but I just prefer Android as my daily driver. I have no problem with iOS or anything, but as a daily driver, I just prefer Android because I love, like, I don't know if you'll be able to see this right now. Hopefully you can. Like, I love all these weird looking home screens and stuff. Like, I just can't live with just a bunch of icons on a home screen here as a main device, that is.
Okay. And on this topic, like, I personally don't like iPhones or iOS devices at all. I don't have any iDevice at home, not even an iPod. And my friends say that's just gonna make it bad for you because you upload videos on technology, so you can't have a biased opinion.
Yeah.
So how would you think of that? Like, what would you think of that? Can you have a biased opinion and still upload videos, or would it bring more hate onto the channel?
I think if you're biased, then you're just giving your opinion basically. But as a channel, I think there should be some sort of open-mindedness, like give iOS a fair chance, give it a fair review. But there's no harm in telling people what you prefer and why you prefer it. I mean, there are actually some channels who like outrightly hate on something that they don't use. They just hate it because they hate it. I think that's kind of unfair, but there's no problem with sharing your opinion.
Okay. Well, that's pretty interesting, to be honest. Well, I mean, I've asked you everything I needed to ask you. How you started off.
Okay.
What was your initial camera gear and setup?
Right.
And speaking of setup, what did you edit on?
When I started, okay, I actually had my Mac already when I started.
Okay.
So I just started searching around for which is the best editing program, the easiest to use. And I currently use Final Cut Pro. And I saw a lot of people saying they use Adobe Premiere. So I decided, let me try it out. And the first time I opened it, I was like, nope. I just closed it off. It just looked way too intimidating.
Why? I've used a free program called VideoPad Video Editor. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. But I then switched to Adobe Premiere. And it's been difficult to learn. But I mean, it's useful at times. So
True.
What does Final Cut have that makes it better?
It's just like basically idiot proof. Like it's really, really,
So
really,
anyone can use
really,
it.
yeah. It's just basically drag, drop, and that's it.
All right.
And then after, if you like, after time, I kind of dived into the deeper parts of it, the deeper features and that kind of stuff. But on the surface, like there's a really, really, really easy learning curve as opposed to what I think Adobe Premiere Pro looked like to me. Like when I saw all those windows and all that, those buttons and stuff, I was like, no, no, I'll just stick to Final Cut for now.
All right. And okay, so regarding expanding out, I know you have a vlog channel as well, right?
Yeah.
And I see many YouTubers, especially tech YouTubers, who are starting to expand into this vlogging category.
Yeah.
Like I know a few have upload schedules where they upload vlogs in their weekends and
Okay.
weekdays are for tech videos. So
Yeah.
how did you come up with this idea of vlogging? Were you just like, I'm gonna broadcast my life, or?
I was actually, I always am doing P90X, but I keep dropping off. I was
Okay.
like, maybe if I start, I mean, I watch, I actually probably watch more vlogs than tech videos on YouTube, honestly.
Yeah.
And I mean, I watch people like those of Fusi, Roman Atwood, and these
Yeah.
people are just really inspiring,
That's
especially
true.
Casey Neistat. Like, his vlogs are hands down the most
Yeah.
inspiring ones. And it gives you a way to create content that you wouldn't usually be able to put on your tech channel. So you can do
Okay.
like anything you want.
Yeah, it
And
doesn't
you can
have to
put
be
it on the,
professional, nothing like that.
yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have to be professional. It doesn't have to have the perfect audio. And it's just there. You can do whatever you want. And that's why I don't really promote my vlog channel much, because I want it to have its own audience. Like I want people to watch it because they like my vlogs. I don't want to watch it. I don't want them watching it because, hey, that's Tech Smash, I should watch his vlogs because he's Tech Smash. And
Mm.
I just want like that channel has like 200 subscribers now, and it's
Yep.
been that way for the longest while. And I just really don't care about the subscribers on that channel right now. But
So how
it's
do
just
you
really fun.
make vlogs interesting? Like I've seen some of them and they're pretty interesting. So do you have like a mindset where you're gonna make it so that people find it interesting, or just go with the flow?
I actually honestly think all are not that interesting. So I just do whatever I do in my day. I just record it, talk about it. I mean, sometimes like I have plans in the future for stuff, like I know like maybe like the vlog where we went to the bay. We
Mhm.
planned that. I was like, maybe we should go there tomorrow because the vlog viewers
Mm.
might find that fun. Like I do that stuff occasionally, like maybe a few times, but like every single day it could kind of be tough to juggle doing something just for the vlog, which takes whole day, and
Yeah.
also creating videos for Tech Smash. It'll be kind of, so I have to kind of balance it out.
And I also saw your tweet where you were gonna start a third channel. So any news on
Yeah.
that? Nothing?
Okay, so I've had a passion for something a really long while now, even before Tech Smash, and
Okay.
I didn't have the guts to go on YouTube and do that. I was like, I'm not that comfortable in front of the camera yet. And doing Tech Smash, I decided to try it again. I was like, I'm still not quite comfortable doing that yet. And only after the vlog channel, like
Okay.
being able to talk fluently with a camera in front of you, then I realized maybe I should try again. So I didn't tell anybody what the channel is about yet. I didn't tell anybody the name of the channel. But
Okay.
I have like about 5 or 6 videos planned out that I just
Okay.
need to shoot. And after I shoot those videos, before I even upload the first one, I'll be watching all 6 of those videos like over and over and over to see if it's even worth it.
Okay.
And I'm trying to make the quality even higher than Tech Smash, because you don't usually see that kind of quality with these kind of videos that I'm planning. So I'm just trying to do something a bit different,
Okay.
because I mean, a lot of people are really creative, and YouTube is a really awesome avenue to kind of portray that creativity.
Okay. So nothing's coming out in this live stream then about the new channel.
Let me see. It would be, the biggest hint I can give you is it would be comedy related.
Comedy. You mean something like stand-up comedy?
No, just comedy related. That's the only hint I can give you.
Alright, well, we'll look forward to that then. So 3
Awesome.
channels. How do you think you juggle that?
Okay, well, that's another reason why I wanted to create the like a huge batch of videos before starting the channel. So while I have those videos backed up, I can be working on other videos in my spare
True.
time. So that's kind of the main reason also why I decided to make like 5 or 6 videos before even creating a new channel.
Okay. All right, so I guess we'll wrap this up now. Just
Okay.
one last question. Do you see yourself
Yeah.
doing YouTube full time? Because many
Yeah.
people nowadays come to YouTube to pursue it as a job rather than just a
Yeah.
hobby.
Yeah.
So do you see yourself doing it as a full-time job right
I
now or when?
I think as soon as possible, as soon as that can be possible,
Okay.
I would be really excited for that because I mean I'm already doing something I really really love. So if that can be my job, it would just be amazing.
Okay. All right. Then it was nice having you on the first
Yeah.
episode. It was pretty impromptu episode, and I didn't know
Yeah.
how to structure it that well because of the
Yeah.
problems
Yeah.
we had with
True. For the
Hangouts.
past week or so.
Yeah. Special thanks to Tian for helping out and making
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
happen and not postponing it for another week.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And time zones are just.
True.
All right. Well, it was nice having you.
Cool. It was awesome being here.
Yeah. Hope to stay in touch and
Definitely.
look out for that third channel that you're planning.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, you go do what you have to, and I'll see you
Yeah.
guys.
Awesome, man. Cool.
See you.